Thanks for the hug, sweets. I'll see you in a bit. Hey there, it is Rebecca again. Speaking to you from my secret underground lair. Don't tell anybody we're here, okay? So yeah, welcome to the new channel home. Tentatively titled Becca Underground. I thought about going the super innocuous route with like a sellers shipping receiving, I think was the contender. But part of me is like, no, I gotta have some kind of nod to the old days. Maybe a touch rebellious as well. So I hope the turfs don't find it, but yeah, they don't get to watch. So the whole reason for this new channel is I discovered that this old husband and wife set of friends that are dedicated turf adjacent, if they can't bring themselves to fully own up to their bigotry, well, that's not my problem. Anyways, they're definitely watching, and there's at least one other third-party turf who has taken it upon herself to try to ruin my day with whatever. So, yeah, I feel like I'm starting to attract attention. I think my last transphobia video I had 9 likes, 3 dislikes, and so that's a total of 12 reactions. That's like 25% of people who bother to comment are hateful. So that's kind of gross. So yeah, the turfs don't get to watch. So, I'm starting to think there's this kind of like I don't know if you ever watched Battlestar Galactica, but the humans keep running away from the Cylons. They escape to other planets or star systems, and then the Cylons keep coming and finding them, and they go, crap, we gotta go again. So, Cylon turfs, don't chase me, please. So, yeah. My next video was supposed to be about mental health, and how I'm much happier these days, but I still have a lot of regular old issues that some of us all have to deal with. And I was going to talk about, I'm much happier, but yeah, I got lifelong depression, things that have impeded me to doing all sorts of things that I let fear of the other shoe dropping kind of ruin my life in many occasions. So I was going to talk about that and not just be on the run from some frickin' jerks. So that feel obliged to go out of their way to tell me that they don't need to live by my particular ideology. So I'm so glad you felt the need to tell me that. So now go the fuck away. Anyways, so I'm hoping my channel's gonna fly under the radar. I might keep some generic nondescript names, things that are not too searchable, in hopes that throws them off the scent. So the internet is a big place. Ugh. Anyways, yeah. So what else? When we last left off, my family was going on a little vacation. We went to a little, kind of a cottagey, come trailer park, come resort place near Niagara Falls, and it was pretty nice. The digs were actually, the actual cottagey trailer thing, albeit reminiscent of Yellowknife, was nice. They had great little decks, and there was some swimming, which, believe it or not, I swam. There was this giant 1 acre splash pad thing that you could definitely keep your distance away from people. And even in the smaller pool, the amount of people that they limited, I just pretended I was alone with my kids. And whatever. Goody. So the kids loved the swimming. The wife loved the swimming, though. And some day visits, some wine country stuff. And then we made our way home. Let me tell you, vacationing, that's usually the time when you go 24/7 with your family, where you become a concentrated unit, and you move out forward at the door, and you get a little bit tired of each other after 5 days or so. When you come from COVID type cohabitation, where you're 24/7 already, you move somewhere else and you go 24/7 again. There's an odd, eerie similarity to this whole equation. I found myself going, all right, we're going to get home and we're going to be together again. So, anyways, the change of scenery was nice. The rest, well, So, but we are back. Some mildly pleasant experiences. Being out in the world again. We had patios, a few restaurants. Being trans, as I have said before numerous times we moan about COVID, you need strangers. And COVID took so many of those interactions away. So, there's a bit of strangers again. I got some nice proper genderings. Right at the beginning of our resort stay, my wife was out of the car talking to the resort person. And at the beginning she just said, okay, why don't you ladies go explore the grounds while your place gets ready? And I heard that. And I was in the car, albeit my visibility was limited. My visibility to the resort person was limited. But at least she didn't gender me the other way with the bare minimal distance signifiers. So I felt amazing right away from the beginning of our little vacation. I tell you, the gift of being gendered properly sometimes. It felt like this big glowing thing, and I was just too small to take it all in. Why does being gendered properly feel so good? And I think I struggled in thinking I was not trans in my life or not trans enough. Who else but a trans person would feel this kind of euphoria of being gendered properly? So, have your politics about what a trans person means, but boy oh boy am I trans. Girl oh girl, sorry. And it feels so good. So I was like, already, the vacation we've got this one. So, and by the end of our little trip, we were going through a little drive-through. What was it? It was a Harvey's in Grimsby, Ontario, or something a little obscure. We almost didn't go through there. And the drive-through person complimented whatever my hair was looking like at that time. Said I had very pretty hair. And then I was basically melting driving home the rest of the way. I got to compliment her nails, which were pretty awesome. And that ended our trip with this sort of bookend of positive gendering. So, God, that was so good. Yeah. I guess on the other public side of interaction things, women's restrooms. Oh, God. So, I only went to about 3 or 4. Mask, of course, so I felt a whole lot safer. And only one time were there other people. Felt pretty affirming. What can I say? You have to pee. I'm not going to the men's, that's for sure. But yeah, I remember that I kind of got bossed out of the bathroom when I was interacting because there were too many people, so I had to kind of react, and it went fine. So I think I took my daughter. I don't know. Anyways, as I've said once before, I did not create this strong gender binary kind of place. But these are strongly charged places, as we know the TERFs fight over those things. So a thing has this, almost like a Streisand effect has been created for bathrooms. Because walking through the door and then just seeing that symbol, going through it, I'm coming home, I'm going to the right place. Granted, I have the cultural anxiety of creating a big stir and whatever that entails, but just seeing that in front, and guess what? I feel good after. So, anyways, bathrooms. Oh boy. So yeah, vacation. That's nice. In other news, my voice lessons are officially complete. I think there's a 3-month, 6-month follow-up or so. So, this does not mean whatever the voice I have right now is the final thing, but it was a really good experience. God, the teacher was an amazing, lovely human. And I know, Gwen, you're probably watching, and you're an amazing, lovely human, so just deal with it. Take the compliment, please. Moreover, it was just a great pillar of my transition. Kind of came at a time my previous therapist passed on my voice coach's name. And by the time it all kicked in January, I think it started, I had my laser therapy for my face. I had hormones, voice lessons, 3 powerful things, and new trans friends. These were all these little pillars of transition that kind of kept me going and just gave me hope every freaking day. And pretty much all of those pillars were taken away, unfortunately, except for the hormones. And even those I was desperately afraid were going to disappear thanks to scarcity and such. But it's a scary time to be newly trans. And feeling so hopeful, and then getting all these different pieces of hope, just kind of like watching them like just slip through your fingers. So, yeah, these are some things. My daughter is coming down the stairs right now. Hello. Sure. Wanna give me a hug? Thanks for the hug, sweets. I'll see you in a bit. You're staying down here? Okay. Sure. Anyway, so yeah, voice lessons over. Not sure how much further I'm going to get. One of the pieces of parting wisdom that my teacher did hypothesize with me, some of these awesome trans women that have these awesome voices, she's like, I think they're a little on the petite side, possibly some narrow necks and smaller builds and such. And from what I've seen, I'd say about that's probably true for about 4 to 5 out of 6 trans women I've seen doing their thing and with their just uncannily passing voices. So there's probably something to that. So, and add to that my impossibly large head that I've been cursed with since birth. I probably have a very large resonating cavity that is only going to give me so much benefit or whatever. So that might be a little consoling. And I kind of still like what I've got going on, even if it's not going to pass on the phone or whatever. It is something. So, anyways. And yeah, what else? What was I going to say? Did you know I watch my own videos and listen to my own podcast? Not because I'm a narcissist. Well, I am a narcissist, possibly. But and all this mental health stuff, I find if I listen to them, I find them soothing. So, okay, sometimes I talk myself to sleep with this voice. And maybe because I don't get enough chance to speak this way to other people, I get to hear myself speak to myself, possibly. So, rockabye, Rebecca, go to sleep, please. You sleep terribly as it is, so please sleep. That was improv. So, anyways, yeah, if you have trouble sleeping, I highly recommend being interviewed on a podcast and then listening to yourself drone on. So, but anyways, or maybe I just like hearing myself sounding together, repackaging myself to people. I don't know. But yeah, just thought you should know that. So, and other than that, why not have this round out my new inaugural video. So thanks for following me here. I in the early days when I was first posting these and I would share meticulously to different people, maybe about 6 to 8 people, I'd get pretty depressed after 3 or 4 days when I saw that 2 people had watched it. So, I guess, though I do this thing for myself, I guess I like talking to people and knowing people are watching. So, consider yourselves still handpicked, but it's less hurtful if a few people forget for a while. So, yeah, thanks for helping making this nice, and I'm glad some of you enjoy this even. So, because I do too. Anyways, I will sign off for now. My daughter is just right outside there, inflating some kind of party balloon. Anyways, I will hopefully see you next time on another episode of Becca Underground. Bye.